pride, faith, art, and tradition. A commitment to life at a different pace.
Hope you guys are doing good. We'll wait for some other people to sign on. Good evening, everybody. We'll give it a second here. We'll wait for a few people to sign on. Come on. Wanted to share a few things. Good evening, everybody. Let's see who we got here. Brother Dave, Dino, Nolan in the house, Brother Vlad, Brother Austin, my brother Alejandro, Larry Brown, Brother Dan from Canada, Tony Romero, what is happening? DC Truck, Brother Manuel from Taos, my brother Steve, Anthony, Brother Anthony too. If you guys don't know, Anthony Calderon, you guys see him in the chat. He went live today. He's going to be doing some videos too. Man, he's the one who made me that knife. He does a little bit of everything. Definitely go follow him. Let's support each other. My brother Martin, of course, Brother Dom in the house. Everybody knows Dom the painter. We got Lisa, what is up? Woody, Scott, Ruth, Paul, Brother Chuck, my brother Tomahawk Customs. I want to jack up my brother L. I don't want to jack it up. So I definitely wanted to share. I know we're live on Instagram. I think Facebook. Wanted to share. It's been pretty exciting. We've been working on me and Max. They had like a art to where they're putting some money into Albuquerque at the airport, and they put out like for people to apply a year and a half ago, almost 2 years ago. And me and Max had teamed up. He used to be the curator at the airport. He's the one who had the Lowrider exhibit at the actual Albuquerque International Airport. And we teamed up to do for the installation for the T connector, and we made it from whatever 168 down to where we had to do another proposal, and then we ended up to where we made it to the last 17, and then finally to the final 4. And of course, at the last 17, we ended up pulling in my brother Steve Mora. He's on here too. Of course, Blast, Deja, Vicente, Griego for the voice. And we had an amazing crew. Had to get a bunch of, and Steve and his wife did this. His wife, Sandy, she's part of the team too. And, they put together this magazine. It's like a lowrider magazine, but it's cruising altitude. This was for our proposal. And, of course, he's an architect, and he does all patterns too. He took the class 4 years ago. And so he had did all of these planes. This is basically what we're doing, like a rendering of what we're going to be doing in the airport. So we're going to be putting in a full size like Cessna, gutting it out, doing it all lowridered out. And let me kind of get to the page. We're excited. So, of course, this will be like the Cessna, but he did it all. I mean, look at this one. We're going to be doing something like this that he created. Like I say, you got to think from him being a architect, he literally designed this plane. So we're going to be building something like this. This one might be about 15, maybe 18 feet, something like that, somewhere around there. This one, of course, will be a full-size plane, and we're going to have a bunch of different ones too. And they'll be hanging. This will be something that'll be in the airport when you fly in or you fly out. It's going to be in there permanent. So it'll be there in 50 years. This will be a legacy. You got to think for Lowrider Magazine, I mean, for Lowrider, you know, the culture, for this to be in an airport like this, man, you talk about changing history, changing the stereotype. And like I say, we're super excited. And of course, it's still got to go through some of the logistics. We're not able to start yet. But even check out this. Like I say, this is the back view of the plane flying. It's got the booty kit, got the rear end, got all the gold. And of course, like I say, we're gonna be hopefully able to start sometime after summer. And of course, this is gonna take a year and something to do. And we're gonna have get some other artists from around the New Mexico here to do some murals, kind of some collages on the pillars. But like I say, we're excited. I mean, this is so cool. Just even, you know, the airport council, they had to vote, you know, like I say, 300 and something people, I think, filled out for the art in the airport. 168, I guess, for this part that we're doing. And, you know, we're just excited that we got it. And like I say, it's going to be huge. So we're excited. Let's see here. Brother Jason, too, from Phoenix. Curtis in the house. Let's see who else we got here. And excuse me if I butcher anybody's name, too. Richmond, Jay Knott, Brother Michael in the house. Appreciate that, Dom. Brother John in the house too. So of course, tonight we're gonna be, like I say, this will probably be about a 10-week process working on Rudy's bike. And like I say, this is pretty much, these patterns are pretty hard to do. You know, really trying to do it really nice. And you got to think, look at this. A lot of people, you know, have issues with the vinyl. When you go over it with the heat gun, you know, it stays and it stays down unless there's, you know, unless it wasn't clean when you were doing it, it's going to come up. But if it's really clean and you're laying these curves, you hit it with the heat gun with the vinyl, man, it just locks it down. I mean, locks it down really nice. Like I say, this is going to be taped for a minute. We'll be doing this every Thursday and until his bike is done. And of course, there might be like maybe a Thursday here and there that we're not able to, but this will be from start to finish, like I say. And of course, you guys that are just been tuning in, this is basically kind of what we're doing. I know it's just a little sketch of what we're doing, but kind of you see what we got right here would be this here. You know, it's just a quick little sketch. That would be this. This right here, of course, is this stretching out. And then, of course, this side is this kind of coming over. And like I say, there'll be some stuff we're going to kind of switch up if not happy. And back to this. When you draw something, I don't usually draw them out. I usually just go with it, freestyle it. But like with this, I drew it out to where it's pretty much a basic idea, but I want to tell you guys, when you do draw something like this out, and you got to think, we're doing round. It's not that easy to make it how you visioned it. Sometimes you got to tweak some stuff. Things don't fit like you hope they would. Things don't look like you hope they would. Some things look better than you think they would. So, and then of course, like I say, if you guys didn't tune in last week, with Rudy's bike, we're going to try to do something different to where it does go, where the bike is going to go from, and these ain't the colors we're going to use for sure yet. We're not 100% sure, but let's say we are doing gold, orange, and red. The front fender will be all gold to about half of the tank, and then from half of the tank back to half of the bags will be orange, but with all the colors popping out. And then from that part back will be red, to where when you see the bike leaving, it'll be red. Of course, the tank will look orange. And then if the bike's coming towards you, then of course, it's going to look gold. And just trying to do something different. And I know a few people have done something like that. And kind of like my car. My car, half the car is orange, purples, some reds, and then the other side, of course, is oriental blue, magenta, violet, purple. When you drive down the road one way, it looks blue. When you drive down the road coming this way, you see the other side. So, like I say, we're excited. Rudy's bike's finally getting done. It's been sitting here for a minute. We just got so much going on. A lot of people still hit me up to do work, and I can't. We got so much going on with the after school program. That's 2 days a week. And, we got a lot of the mentors too. Same thing. A lot of the mentors as well. Quite a few of them are on here. My brother Hoser, brother Dom, the painter. We got, see who else we got on here. And of course, Rudy's here. Deja's here. She's one of the, I don't know if brother Jaime's on here. Quite a few of the people that come and volunteer for the after school program. But, yeah, cars much harder than bike parts. Man, and let me tell you, Michael, man, I don't know. I just don't like doing the bikes just because of all the roundness. I don't know. When you're trying to do something different, if you're doing kind of the same old thing, like, I don't want to say what everybody does, man, it's a little bit more simple. If we were just running the usual lines and kind of doing the old school patterns, same thing with here. If we were just running the lines with some frame patterns and doing the usual kind of, then it ends up a little bit easier. But when you're doing something like this, man, and you got to think, I've been doing it for a long time, and this is still, it's a lot of work, and it just ends up to where it's not fun. You know what I mean? And you don't want to be doing something when it's not fun. So it's like one of those things. It's like it ends up a chore, but you still want to do the best job you can. So, like I say, we're going to start taping on this, pick up where we picked up off 2 weeks ago, and go from there. Sometimes it takes a minute to kind of get going, to get the flow going again. And, of course, then the flow gets going, and you have to stop. I mean, that's something anybody knows that does this for a long time. They come out to the garage, they start taping on something, they're not feeling it. Once you start getting a flow, and then the same thing. Sometimes if you would have just stayed a couple more hours, man, you would have just kind of got like quite a bit more work done. But at that same token, when you do stop and you come back, it takes a couple hours sometimes to get a really good flow going when you're really putting your heart into it, So let's do it. Appreciate you guys tuning in on a Thursday. Definitely a blessing. So like I say, this has been setting for the last 2 weeks. We've tried to keep it pretty much clean, even though, the shop, we still got to come out here and mix paint. And, same thing too. All these materials you can get on our website too. And now I'm just trying to figure out where I'm going to start. You always want to keep your hands clean. Grab a quick. Blue Talon. I think we're live on Instagram. We're live on Facebook. We're live on TikTok too. I see a couple little spots. Wax and grease remover where hands were starting to get a little bit greasy. That's a good thing with vinyl. You kind of can wipe a few little spots. I don't want to get too crazy. And then usually I'll go with my hands too and I'll clean it up. And we're using vinyl on this one because the tape's going to be on there for quite a few weeks. So back to that. I'm using vinyl to kind of stay on it. And like I say, this is kind of just a sketch. So this right here is this right here. So in the drawing, I don't have it fully sketched. Like I say, and then of course, this right here would be this right here. You know, some things don't end up exactly the same size. And like where we stopped last week, this got twisted here. So that would be where this is right here. So that is this right here. And then we'll be swinging it back. That's actually this. This right here is this. And like I say, you know, things will change. And like I say, once we really get a flow going, once this front fender gets taped, then we'll have an idea of what we're doing. You know, stuff like this, if you really care about what you're doing, you're going to take a minute to figure out stuff. You don't, you know, sometimes you just don't go with what right away. And some things flow right away. You can start taping and it looks cherry. You know, and when the pressure's on and you're doing something quick, you kind of got to do it like that. But when you're really trying to do something that you want to be really nice and like really stand out, you know, you're going to tape it, untape it. You're going to kind of stop, do a little bit something else. So, like I say, till you get it figured out. And we call this wild style just because it's not symmetrical. It's kind of just swinging all over the place. And with these curls, you got to think, man, it's a lot of work. And then how I'm going to end up painting it is another thing. I'm going to have to figure that out. This ain't the usual, how we usually do it, where I got it already mapped out, figured out, and it's going to be easy. And then with these, it's kind of weird too. And like I say, I'm trying to keep it to where you guys are able to see. I'm trying to look on the screen while I'm doing it. Yeah, I appreciate that, Lisa. Brother Ted in the house too. My brother, my other Ted Cavalier. My other brother, Ted, of course, Tom Cruise, AKA. Okay. I want you guys to be able to see it. It's kind of hard on some of those areas. Even for me to get a flow going.
David on TikTok said, definitely love it, Rob. And then Kai, like Jeremy said, just love your work, bro.
Appreciate it, man. Definitely appreciate it. And definitely if you're on TikTok, let me tell you, man, I only got like 2,000 some followers. So please press the subscribe button or whatever it is on TikTok. I know definitely would appreciate that. That's for sure. And always work comfortable. where you can always, it's always easy to,
And then somebody asked, they said, you mentioned the heat gun, Rob. What does that do to the vinyl?
so that just really locks it down. So for an example, like I'll be using it quite a bit here. This is just a cheap one from Harbor Freight. When you do put it on, I'll have to unplug a few things, but when I do put it on, you heat it, it goes over, it locks it down, especially like some of these places where it's overlapping. I don't know if you can see, like it will shrink it into place. And I don't want to use the word shrink, but like some of these places, if you can see, you know, it just heated it, it locked it in, and like I say, it won't budge. Now, some of these sharp edges, man, if I wipe and you hit it, they're gonna lift up. But like I say, a lot of people say they have issues with vinyl, and I gotta say, if we were just taping and we weren't using the heat gun, there would be some areas that lift up, because you know sometimes you're overstretching it. You gotta relax too. You gotta think when you're doing vinyl, you gotta relax. And once all kind of you know, just to give you an example, you know, people will stretch. They'll stretch it a whole bunch and they're yanking on it. You know, you got to think, you got to like literally, like I tell people, you know, it's literally keep this relaxed. This is relaxed. This is the hand that's driving it. And you're basically doing the shape with this hand. This finger is literally just pressing it down. So your brain's working in like sequence. This is moving to the left or right to whatever design you're making. This is literally just helping it, guide it slightly and pressing it down. A lot of times people, especially like the kids at after school program, a lot of them will think this one is the one driving it. The finger one is driving it and it's not. You got to think it's really this one that's doing it. You know what I mean? You got to think this is the one that's swinging back and forth, whichever way we're going to go. And if you're pulling it and stretching it, man, it will come up real easy. I mean, it's just, and it just ends up looking nasty too. And I get it, man. Let me tell you, you can stretch a foot. We can get an extra 2 inches out of that foot if you're stretching vinyl. But in the long run, you're going to regret it. You know, it's, there'll be places that pull back. Like I say,
Speaking of Marcos from the Bike Club, said, "Hey Rob, it's me, Marcos from the Lowrider Bike Club." He just
buddy. All right, there you go. Yep,
it is.
Brother Marcos. Okay, definitely. I'll stick to what I told you.
And then you have Jerry Gonzalez on TikTok asked, "Are you going to have a painting class in Denver?"
Yeah, we're hoping. You know, I just got so much going on. Let me tell you that, you know, I really wanted to plan on doing one in Kansas, wanted to plan on doing one in Denver, and of course one here, but we'll see. You know, I'm trying to tell my brother Eric in Kansas, you know, it depends on this whole airplane situation, what we got going on, like I say. So I'll definitely keep you guys in the loop. If we do one in Denver, it will be like August or September for sure. And it will either be 2 weeks after the Super Show or a couple weeks before the Super Show in Vegas. So just keep an eye out, honestly. Man, because definitely want to keep that going. But let me tell you, it's a lot of work to put the classes on, to get everybody. You know, it's just people just don't sign up like you guys think. It's, you know, it's a little investment. And people are like, man, $750. Of course, when they take it, they're like, okay, I get it. I understand why. So back to this. This is what we're doing right here. So I brought this in here, and now I'm going to have to swing this around.
Devin said, "What is up, Brother Rob?" Joe Mama said, "How are you doing?"
Doing good, my brother. Like I say, this is, and trying for you guys to see this, I'm going to keep moving it. Usually if I'm just taping it and nobody's watching, I usually have an office chair that I take the back up of, and you know, it's easy to move around. So let me see here. Break out with the 1/8 inch. I say some of this stuff you guys ain't gonna be able to see, so I'm gonna have to keep moving it.
Marco said, "Don't be putting glitter on the bikes, Rob."
Yeah, buddy.
Glitter.
I told the kids, man, it is not glitter. It is metal flake. They get fired.
Joe said, "May the Lord continue to bless you. Much love from Northern Tennessee."
Man, I definitely appreciate that. But now I'm going to, real quick, let me grab the heat gun. Just this one spot. Show you guys. See what Rudy grab a few of them.
Somebody said, "I'm friends with Tate and Randy in Denver."
Yeah, buddy.
You guys are just bad painters, man.
So like I say here, and of course, let me make sure though, this is how I want this to go right here. I think I want this to go a little bit sharper. You guys see, I'm pretty shaky.
Dominic from the Lowrider Bike Club just tuned in too.
All right.
This is what is up.
All right, Dominic, thank you. Some of these guys are the students from the after school program.
And then Adam asked, "You offer white in gallons? I already burned through that last quart." He's asking, "Do you offer
Yeah,
the
for
white?"
sure. I do in gallons for sure, Adam. Man, keep up the good work too, Adam. We appreciate the support too. And hopefully, I know Deja's been trying to figure out the whole affiliate, getting you guys all where you guys are getting your link, right?
Yes, it's a link. It's not a code.
Yeah, it's not a code. It's a link. Like Dominic, Dom the painter, he has a code that people can use where it's 10% off your purchase. And because he just wants to bless the customers. And then, of course, the affiliate program is where you guys will make 10% off every sale you guys that leads from your link to me.
So
And
once you post your link, and you should get your link in the email, or you should get an email saying, "Hey, this is your link." If you don't get that email, or you need me to resend it, just shoot us a message, and then that link you can post on your social media. And if anybody purchases with your link specifically, it'll show up and it'll say, "Hey, so and so bought from Dacia's link."
Okay, so right here, I'm going to show you guys heat gun. I literally I'll heat it up right there. And as you guys can see, it just wrapped around this fine line really nice. And it just locks it down. Like I say, it won't budge. You can keep vinyl on a car. I'm telling you, you can keep it on for years, like literally. And I'm not telling you to do that, but I hate to say, when I was on meth, there's a few customers' cars where I had the blue old school vinyl on there, and it was on there for years.
And then Tom asked, he said, "I seen on the website that you are offering solo classes for $150. Is that still current, or is that an old posting?"
Yeah, not right now. We don't got time. I wish I did. And the only other thing we'll be doing is a small group, like my brother. And which Ted was it? Let's see. Oh yeah, Tom Cruise. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, it'll be like the one you came for, Tom. You know, of course, brother Ted. It'll be something small. Yeah, it's a hard one. And I just wish we had time. We're like so overwhelmed right now. And then with this airplane, the airport installation, we are going to be beyond slammed.
Chris Monaldo said, "Miss you, Rob. Hope that you are doing amazing, brother." Lolo said, "What is up, brother? Thank you for the supplies. I still haven't used them. Appreciate you."
Yeah, appreciate you too.
And then Rick Martinez asked, "Do you have a spot to buy materials in town?"
Yeah, for sure. We have up at the house, West Side, and of course, is that on TikTok?
Yes.
Yeah, on TikTok. Trying to think, because we have and if you're on YouTube, there's the phone number, everything in the description to get a hold of us. But yeah, if you need something, I'm up on the West Side, and you know. Get that number down and text me your info, text me your name and number and say who you are, my brother. That way I can put you on my phone. And then we can set up, I can send you the address and we can set up a time that you can come by. We're not here all the time, but we're here usually all day Monday, Tuesday morning till we leave for the after school program. We are here Wednesday till we leave for the after school program. We're usually always here all day Thursday till I go live. Friday, we're here for half the day, and Saturday is usually here, but sometimes we actually go and do something. But hit us up for sure. Come by, see what we got. We got primers, we got candies, concentrates, ready to sprays, intercoat clear, all kinds of clears.
And then Brother Michael said, "Are you planning on painting it all or all tape?" I said,
"No, all tape
for a while."
I won't be painting for about 8 weeks, my brother Michael. That's how much taping we're going to be doing on this. And like I said, a lot of times you got to look, like with stuff like this, you got to really look when you turn over this edge. It can distort the pattern and make it look warped from certain angles. So you got to kind of go back. And like I say, it's like I say, for you guys to get a good view of it constantly, you know, I'm having to flip it this way, and you guys ain't really able to see how it looks from a certain angle. So now, and like I say, I'm not sure how I'm going to end this in here, how I'm doing that in there. Like I say, this is just a sketch. We got a lot of extra lines in here. Some go to nowhere. So like I say, so now I'm going to try to work on this right here. I'm going to come in with
Somebody asked, "What's your favorite color combo to typically do?"
Now, my favorite's always the gold, the red, and orange. And then, of course, you got to think my favorite probably is like teal, purple, some blue, some green. That's one of my favorites. Quite a bit. Hey, my brother Vince, what's happening? I know. How much is that going to cost in tape? Laugh out loud.
What's the most tape that you've done on one of your projects before?
Probably Casanova, the one where it was a 3-time world champion. That one had so much tape. It had patterns underneath the main patterns. That one, my dad had measured out all the tape. He had sit there and did all this math. He did 15 meters times how many rolls I used. And I still don't believe it to this day. But, you know, he said it was 11 miles worth of tape. That's why you see that video. And then Lowrider magazine, same thing when Elliot did the article, he put 11 miles worth of tape. That's a lot of tape.
11 miles of tape is crazy.
I know. So I'm like, so I don't know about that.
Mercury agents watching from Houston. Love your products. Love your work.
Man, appreciate it, man. Definitely, really appreciate it. Yep, definitely. Like I say, just trying to really just get a flow going here for that next, where it's going. And of course, if I'm going to finish this one, we're going to swing this one around and do this here. And that one's going to kind of swing through, so.
Mike Peters from Washington.
Nice. So I'm going to come in. I'm going to do from here.
Kendra said, I'm watching from Phoenix, Arizona. You know my Tio Bernie and cousin Joe.
Nice.
Marta said, you're definitely super bad at what you do, man. I would be all confused doing this.
Oh, it's confusing for me. Trust me.
Mike said, this is my first time here.
What's happening, Mike? We'll tape on this for 3 weeks, and then we'll take all the tape off and start again. How's that?
Sounds like a rough job.
That sounds like my life story. I told Rudy today earlier, I said, we're taking all of this off. And I said, psych, just kidding. I'm actually liking the way it's looking. Just looking for my 1/8 inch.
You want me to open one?
Yeah, that's nice. Buried, thank you.
Mike said, sounds like you are a follower of Jesus.
Yes, sir. Saved by the blood for sure. Not perfect, but sure doing 100% better than I was. 14 years clean. Anniversary was
The 21st.
yeah, 21st, 2 weeks ago.
Amen. Lisa said, poor Rudy. He's got to wait
Yep.
about a week for his bike.
A week.
Just a week.
Lisa, that's a joke, man. Hey, and Lisa, let me tell you, good job. Man, good job on that lowrider bike, man. I'm proud of you. You done stuck your foot in the pool and jumped in instead of your tippy toes. I know you had those tippy toes out for a minute, and then you just dove in. I'm proud of you. Brother Dale, too, what is happening?
Kurt said, man, that's awesome. Happy anniversary, Rob.
Thank you.
Michael said, I loved watching your testimony on 60 Minutes.
Man, definitely appreciate it. And of course, man, that's just a small little, you know, they were here for like 3 hours, and then of course they only do 4 minutes. You know how that goes. And of course they always cut out Jesus. But I was grateful for them for even doing what they did. So like I say here, it's kind of hard to see. Like I say, I wish I had something that moved constant to where you guys could see what we're doing. This right here, swinging out, that would be this right here. And like I say, I might still tweak it, but I'm going to keep it right there for a minute. This right here, I'm happy with. This would be this right here. And so we're going to kind of figure out. Now I need to figure out where I'm going here, though, because you got to think over here. You know, I just ended it. You got to think this, where this is right here, all of this right here would be about right there. And then I don't have anything going this way. So that's going to just have to be the flow. You know, once I get to all of this, we're just going to have to make it work.
Mr. Michael Vanderslice said, "Oh yes, and that, including the tape you pulled off and threw off the floor when you decide to change direction."
Exactly. Imagine all of that. What's happening, Dad?
And then Mercy from the bike club just jumped on.
All right, Mercy too.
And Lisa said, "Thank you, Rob. I've been itching for a small project, but I enjoyed doing that lowrider bike. I could not have done it if you guys didn't send me all the supplies in such quick timing."
Man, I definitely appreciate it, Lisa. We appreciate your support. Now I can't wait to see your car.
And then Fawn said, "Rob, that is my guy. Love you, bro. Glad you're doing amazing. Great man and father."
I appreciate it, man. Definitely love you too, brother.
Somebody else said, "You are the man, Rob." And then Kendra said, "The way your mind works doing these patterns is just awesome. I love to see the work. It's beautiful."
Thank you. Appreciate it.
And then Freddie said, "What is up? Colorado in the house."
Brother Freddie in the house. I see my brother Lloyd on there too.
And then Adolfo Lopez, much love from Corpus Christi.
Yeah.
So I learned a little something every time watching the videos.
Now we appreciate it, man. We appreciate all you guys that tune in. And if you don't, hit that like and subscribe button. And like I say, any materials that I'm using, from the flake to the silver to all the tape to all of those things. What up? What up? You can get on the website Vanderslice Kustom Shop with the K.com. See all what we got. Some of the swag too. So like I say, I'm gonna put this here. Take a look at it here. Got to make sure all the swoops line up.
Nick said, "Hi, Pastor Rob. I miss you. Wish I was there."
That's awesome. What's that?
I don't know. It's not barking.
That one ain't barking spiders.
Yeah,
Haven't
that's
done
what
those
they
yet.
said that they're doing live.
Huh?
The video Steve put together. The
Yeah.
30-minute one.
Yeah.
That's
Oh, yeah.
what they got.
Hey, yeah. Definitely. How's everybody like that video Steve put together? You know, he shrunk the hood series that we did live that were 4-hour lives. He shrunk them down to 30 minutes. To right to the meat and potatoes. I did a voice over them. Man, go check those out. We're gonna be doing a lot more of those. One will be another one will be posted tomorrow. The teal green one. It's the teal, the purple, the blues. That one will be posting tomorrow. It's a 30-minute video, straight to the point. So definitely check those out. We're gonna be posting a lot more of those. I appreciate my brother Steve for doing that. He's the one who put together the magazine, did all of those renderings for the planes. Like I say, I'm really liking the way this is looking. It's just a matter of building out from it. How am I going to build out with this? Because back to this. This is just one line. Like I said, I just didn't finish doing the drawing. So, you know, it's a matter of trying to figure out how I am going to do this. So, to swing out or to swing on this side. Let me see. Brother Steph in the house. What is happening? Told you happy birthday too.
Thank you.
And your package is headed out that way, my brother. Out to Bakersfield.
A happy birthday.
Brother Michael Legs in the house. Okay. Let me see here. So.
Jose.
All right. From the bike club. Yeah?
So you just changed your name. Yeah.
Yeah, way cool.
Well, now there's one saying
Yeah.
logged on.
Yep, what a blessing. Okay, so let's see here.
It's awesome work. I've watched and followed you and your amazing work for years. 208 Idaho.
Nice. Appreciate the love. Literally been, shop's been open since 1988, the end of 88. So that's going on, I can't even tell you, that's 88, man, that's 38 years almost. That's crazy.
That's a good one.
Yep.
That's a good one to explain.
Yeah, crepe tape versus vinyl. So, of course, man, here, let me tell you, my brother, a lot of us old school, if this is something usual, if you go look at all the videos, I use 95% masking tape, which would be like the 3M. You know, that's actually a good one. You know, we'll have to do a video on that, man.
No, write that down. You can try to
Yeah.
Yeah. Crepe tape versus vinyl.
Yep, and of course, I don't have really any on here. Green. So of course, masking tape, 3M, and I'm still a huge fan. Use this like crazy. I mean, like I say, we'll have to almost go through the history of masking tape one of these days. And in fact, let me grab one more. So you got to think, it all started with this. Like, say my dad and everybody that was doing flames and stuff back in the day. This right here, 3M masking tape. This is what everybody used to tape out the flames, to tape out patterns. You know, I'm still a huge fan of it. Still use it. Then after that, they came out with the blue, old school blue vinyl 3M. Man, that's all I used. Honestly, this is all I used up until, man, probably till this came out. And the reason this came out, and it's green, because I guess the plant that was making all of this tape and the old 232 and the 33 and the 233 all was like one of the most pollutant in the United States. So they started coming out with this green, which we hated. I hated this. All of us hated this green when it first came out, because when you did a fade, you did any pattern and you taped it and you shot over it, it almost left like a static, and then it would leave the skin, like the skin marks of the tape. You know, see how that's kind of like literally like the skin, like your skin, the skin of the masking tape. It would leave that. And I don't know what they ended up fixing it and changing it, because let me tell you, I had like Willie and a bunch of different people. They hunted for this tape for me, 1/2 inch, 3/4 inch. I mean, I was getting cases of this stuff from Canada. And this would have been like, man, 2000, like 2001, 2002, when all of this came out. And then they came out with this, which personally, I don't like it. I don't use it much unless I'm just trying to get some color in there. Really expensive, overpriced. And of course, you know, all of us really started using a lot of this. You guys see me, and I don't have my board today because it's at the after school program, but I try to use tan green for the patterns. I'll use one line of green, one, you know what I mean? And of course I have J tape, an 1/8 inch, all of those, and it's all masking tape. Then you have the low tack crepe tape. This is just low tack, real thin. Of course, this one's like shredding. This is like a different brand. But this one, of course, is to mask where you don't want it to peel up your patterns. You're just doing some masking, low tack. And so the reason we're using vinyl on Rudy's is because it's going to be taped so long. And I just don't want to take a chance of it moving around. You know, if you're going to do something, you're going to do it quick. That's good. And of course, I've had masking tape on the green for months, and it's been all right. But for these turns like this, and to show people with the heat gun how it really stays is a key. So hopefully that answered some questions.
Yeah.
Hey, brother Vince, appreciate you, brother. And like I say, we'll be doing a lot of the masking up, and you guys see with my 3 shade, 3 fade. But man, I'm getting, you know, we sell the J tape in the 1/8 inch and all that. I'm getting a bunch of this too, for people to be able to get some of this too. For those that do want to do the 2 different colors, like this is the 3M 1/4 inch, really good stuff. It still turns really good, doesn't leave no residue. Like even with the J tape, sometimes it leaves a little residue, especially in the winter. Doesn't do it in the summer. It's just weird. It's like crazy. I don't know what it is. But
Sunny Dale said, man, I used tan paper and blue plastic all through the early 2000s. We was really doing something back then.
Yep, that's a good one. Yep, 3M was a standard. My brother Michael too.
And Harvey Payne said, what is up?
What is happening?
Working on Rudy's bike.
Yep.
Jesse said, man, it's not even finished and it looks outstanding.
I appreciate it, man. Now, of course, we need to try to do this next turn. I might still have to do it with the skinny. So I might have to swoop it in from outside. Yep. That's funny. So I'm going to come in here. Same thing. Like I say, you can really lock it down. I'm a huge you know, like with the heat gun, and you can go in and do this. You could get in there. You know, of course, all of it, always do this. Even with the masking tape, I'll go over it. But and you guys see, I'm pretty shaky. Some days more than others. I always say, if I can do it, you can do it. I've been shaky ever since I've been doing this. Like I say, some days a little more. And let me tell you, when you're untaping something, you're excited, your nerves kind of get going. And even shakier than usual. But
Julio said, watching from Houston, been in the lowriding since a kid, but I'm just now starting to practice lowrider. I really enjoy watching your videos. Thank you. Congratulations.
man, thank you. That really means the world, brother. Really means the world. Appreciate it.
And Xavier said, what is up? Hope you're doing blessed.
Yeah, buddy.
Hurley said, I used to have the 60s silver Impala on switches from city streets.
Nice.
He's
Nice.
on TikTok.
Definitely nice. Appreciate the love for sure. So now we're going to work on this side a little bit. I'm going to just kind of keep going from side to side. Like I say, a lot of this is not even, this is this. So we got to kind of figure out what we're doing. I kind of got this in here. So then it's a matter of what we're going to do to swing around here. And I got some of this going in here. So I'm going to come in with let me swing it this way.
Let me ask, so the heat gun on the overlaps mainly.
Yeah, and I go over the whole thing too, but yeah, mainly on the overlaps. But I'll go over the whole thing too, especially where some of the turns are. Like I say, that's where you'll get some areas that might want to lift up. Like I said, it's just two different animals. I mean, literally two different animals from the crepe to the vinyl. The masking tape seems like it sticks a little bit better right at first. And like I say, if you heat gun the vinyl and you lock it down, it will not budge. I don't care. It'll be on there. Like I say, I've had vinyl on for a long time. You could even put it out in the sun. It'd be basically like you're throwing, you know, like, how do I put it? Vinyl. Of course, it's different glue because it's going to remove, but like vinyl stickers on a car, you know those though. You leave that on and you try to take it off and the glue will come off. This is a different animal, but like I say, once it locks down, it's pretty good. And this is the orange J tape that I have. It's the thinner one. Used to sell a green one, is a little bit thicker and it cost a little bit more. I would rather use the orange. It turns a lot better, easier to work with. Like I say, some people don't. A lot of old school people like me, they don't even use vinyl at all. And like I say, I rarely use it. But each tape has got a purpose. So this tape here, I'm going to keep. I always try to keep a little bit extra. We're going to stick it right there because we don't know exactly what we're doing yet. And then I'm going to keep bringing this one around about the same. A lot of everything I do, like I've tried to explain to people, everybody gets their, how do I put it? They get, what is it when you do a habit? Where it's a habit to like keep a certain distance. You know, if I'm taping kind of like this, I always keep this kind of same spacing to where almost when you're going to come in and mask it, you can come in and mask it with ½ inch, and the ½ inch fits right perfectly in between when you're taping. So it's, you know, really thinking it all out because you don't want to make it to where like no tape fits in here. And I don't like to put a bunch of tape on there and use a bunch of razor blade. You know, I try to avoid that as much as possible. So
Luis said, much love, family. I will say Luis.
nice. What's happening, Luis?
Lisa said, you got all the tape sizes in stock, Rob? I might
Yes.
need to order some tape soon.
Yes. From 1 millimeter. So I got in masking tape, J tape, I got 1 millimeter, 1.5 millimeter, 2 millimeter, 3 millimeter, 6 millimeter, 12 millimeter, and 24 millimeter. And then in the 3M, I got 1/8 inch, 1/4 inch, ½ inch, 3/4 inch, and I'll have a bunch of 1.8 coming in the tan this week, and as well as I think 0.9, which is almost an inch. And then in vinyl, I have 16th inch in green, orange. I've got 1/4 inch and 1/8 inch, and then ½ inch in vinyl. And then in the low tack, I got 1/8 inch, 1/4 inch, ½ inch, and 2 inch. I'm out of the 1 inch right now.
Then Sharon asked, does a hairdryer work at all?
Yeah, a hairdryer would work too. You just don't get as hot as quick, which is almost good. You know what I mean?
Jose, he wanted to tell you, he said, hey, Pastor Rob, I want to tell you I am graduating this year and I wouldn't have done it without God.
Man, thank God, man. Let me tell you, Jose, that is on here, man. He's one of the kids from of course, he's not a kid no more. He's a grown man. He used to live here in Albuquerque and met him in the war zone. And, man, he was probably, I'm trying to think, he'd have probably been 10.
Yeah, probably about 10.
10, and, man, they came up to us, asked for prayer. 10-year-old coming up and asking for prayer. And that's when we did the other bike ministry through Pastor Richard, through New Beginnings. We'd go ride the BMX bikes through the ditch, go feed the homeless.
There we go with the phone dropping.
And he ended up a part of the bike ministry. And he texts me all the time asking how I'm doing. So I appreciate it, Jose. I'm proud of you, brother. Really, really, really proud of you. So we're going to leave this here just for a minute. I'm going to kind of drop it down because I wasn't sure if I was going to swing this in. Let's try to see here.
The design is looking good. Dave asked, are those like UK stuff? Thinking about the tapes.
Yeah, it's UK. The J tape is from the UK. Yep. They've been a big sponsor of the classes since the beginning. And then at that point, we had FBS, we had 3M sponsoring. And all of them said, I see you have 3 tape sponsors. If you're going to have the other 2, we're out of here. And so I decided to stick with J tape. I know FBS sponsors quite a few classes. They're like all over the place. And then I tried 2 with them. I tried to get FBS to sell. And you had to have a storefront in order to sell it, which is crazy. I mean, that's basically insanity. But it is what it is. It's all right. Their loss on that one. And you don't want to mess with it too much, but you do want things to look round. You don't want no weeble wobble. Like I told the kids yesterday. No weeble wobbling. How about, is Marcos and Dominic and Mercy still on? Testing.
They came, they saw, they conquered.
Yep, we'll see if they just came to get a free shirt. Or if they're actually staying and watching. I'm testing them.
There's a pop quiz.
Pop quiz. Let's see. Marcos is still here.
What?
Yep. All right, Marcos.
Marcos, you also get a high 5.
Yeah. Let's.
Marcos on here too. He said, I'm watching.
I'm watching it. Yeah, there you go. That's funny. So now I'm gonna come in. And just I'm going to swing this slowly this way to cut in like that.
Mark's on here says, I love your work.
I appreciate it. Definitely appreciate it. So we're going to go with that for right now. Thank you. Definitely time for some water.
Might just be Marcos on here.
So now, this one, I'm going to probably come up this one with other tape here. Like I say, we're working on this right here now. So all of this right here now. So now this next one.
Somebody said, it always amazes me how you mirror your designs, Rob.
Oh, I appreciate it. And of course, this one's not, man, this one would be more like wild style versus mirroring it. This I'm going to kind of space out.
Look, you got Eric, Erica, they're on here too.
Yeah, buddy. What's happening, fam? Hey, brother Brian. My brother Brian grew up from Topeka, Kansas. Another one of my brothers I met at the Kansas class and ended up brother in Christ. I'll space this out a little bit more. Like I say, if you're trying to get perfect spacing too, there's a couple different things you could do to get perfect spacing. You could use masking tape, go along that. I want to see how this is going to look here. Clean that out for a minute. I'm going to actually back to this. I always like to keep a little bit of a length because I don't know how I'm going to end it yet. So I'll cut it way long, set it there for a minute till we figure out exactly what we're doing. Like I say, some of this, I'll have to look at it and see if I'm even happy.
His mom said, "Thank you for keeping us in your prayers, Pastor."
Always.
And his sister said hi too. She loved them.
Yeah, what's happening, Nevaeh? We appreciate you guys.
Brian says, "Looking good, man."
Appreciate it, Brian.
Maybe comes back with something good.
Well, yeah, definitely want to do a giveaway too. And the only way to get a giveaway, if you guys are on YouTube. So if you guys are on TikTok or Instagram or Facebook, if you want to switch over to YouTube, like and subscribe on YouTube. It's Rob Vanderslice, easy to find. You'll see that I'm going live right now, and we're gonna do a couple giveaways.
Make sure to like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. So, like I say, jump over to YouTube. Like and subscribe. Like I say, now we're going to be trying to figure out.
Brian said, "You are the man." You just hopped on Facebook.
That's cool. Let's see. Let's see.
Michael says that his one of his bikes placed in the local World of Wheels.
That's what I'm talking about. My
Michael,
brother Swampy.
Post pictures
Swampy,
of the
yeah.
post them.
Yeah, you'll have to send pics, Michael. That way we can post them on the website. Now, of course, I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing over here. I know this is kind of try to move this up a little bit. Have to quit bouncing. You guys know last week, man, this whole thing was bouncing, so I got some different stands for the cameras. We definitely appreciate all the orders too, all the support. I know that shorter video sure helped out. Deja ended up figuring out how to put all the shop at the bottom of the YouTube. Okay.
Johnny Ortiz, brother Rob, always laying those switches down.
Yeah, my brother.
All right, what do you want the hashtag to be tonight?
I know. Let's do hashtag. Let's do March 9th.
Oh.
All capital.
All capital.
March 9th.
March 9th.
March 9th.
Not the 9th.
And just wait till she gets it set up before you guys start clicking it in. Hashtag March 9th.
And that's MARCH, the number 9TH.
You could do one maybe on there. Of course, that no, never mind. And then to show example. And then what do you call it? Orderly Homes. Tampa Twin. What do you call it?
Yep,
Yeah, there
like
you
that,
go. Just like that.
Just like that.
Just like that. There you go.
Make sure it's all caps.
And then my brother Fat Lack, brother Chuck, need to figure out what. I know there was. We need to figure out. I think everybody got their giveaways sent out except for you.
Yes, because
We need to
know if there's a shirt.
and Michael too. I think. We need to figure out if you wanted a shirt or if you wanted some of the ice pearl, my brother. So you have my phone number. Text me whatever 3 ice pearls you would want or what shirt you want. Hey, Ethan in the house. What's happening? Same.
You're
With,
good to do it all caps now.
okay. Let's see. Like I say, this is not an easy task trying to figure out a nice flow here. So sometimes you feel like a nut and sometimes you don't.
Really? I like David. He said he went twice that night.
Yeah.
So it was a shirt and pearls.
Okay, got you. Okay, got you. Yeah, okay, got you. I know. Let me tell you, you and my brother Michael Legs, Michael, you guys have won. I think, man, you guys are pretty. You guys need to. Of course, I'm not a gambling person. I don't want to encourage anybody to go gamble, but man, you guys pretty lucky on some of that stuff there. That's for sure.
Ryan, I'm not yelling at my dad. I promise. I've been talking more than this guy, so I've just been losing my voice.
Yep.
But I sound like I got a smoker's cough.
I know
Lungs.
She's been like that for 2 weeks.
It's a rough one.
Okay, so like I say, I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing. This just goes to show sometimes it just ain't easy. We just can't start laying tape. You know, you want something to really flow. And of course, the thing is too, I got to really realize, like a lot of this ain't even a show, huh? Some of this, I mean, it does on these, huh? Yep. I'm only lucky here, trust me, he said. Let some others win. Jeez, Nolan said. That's funny, man. We're going to have to disqualify Michael, and my brother and Fat Lack. That's funny. Hey, you guys that are just tuning in.
Where's my cut? When did you win?
Yeah, there's a cut. Yeah. Hey, Rudy said, where's his cut? Laugh out. And like I say, if anybody's barely signing on, we're doing a giveaway. Hashtag March 9th. Get in on it. So. Okay, from there to there, we are going to swing. Let me see. Just so you have that swinging there. Let's see here.
What's up, Jeremy? He said, nice to see some bike parts on that table.
Yeah, buddy. I'm glad you're happy about it. Just kidding.
Matt Hall said, what up, Rob? I'm watching from Birmingham, Alabama. Love your work and your live videos. Thank you for sharing the info with us.
Nice. I know my brother Curtis is from there. I got another Jason from Birmingham. I was mixing some colors for today out there. A lot of tape wasted. Let me tell you.
Rudy's gonna reimburse you for all that tape.
Yeah, Rudy's gonna reimburse. There we go. Bring some blue tape. You have some cartel tape. Cartel tape. We got 30-year-old tape that's still working. Use a heat gun. Yep. Birmingham.
Anybody
Yay,
else
go Birmingham. Yeah, so anybody else, like I say, hashtag March 9th. Hey, does anybody know what March 9th is? Well, I'm so excited for
The
it.
first person to guess, we'll send them a shirt anyway.
Yeah,
If anybody
we'll send them a
can get
shirt.
it, say why.
Oh my gosh.
What is happening on March 9th?
Yeah, what is happening March 9th?
It's funny. Marcos, tell Rudy to stop sleeping the kids in the bike club.
Nobody's got it, huh? There you go, Mark Gonzalez. He got it. First one.
Yeah.
Daylight savings time.
All right, man.
Yep.
Look, the bad light was right behind him.
Woohoo! That like time change. Yep. I'm like, man.
March Madness.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, nope. Daylight savings time. The time change. That was the right answer.
Rob's counting it
Yeah,
down on the calendar.
I hate this getting dark early crap. Let me tell you, it's for the birds.
It's for the
It is for the birds. So, like right now, I'm a little stumped trying to figure out what's gonna swing next.
All right, you're gonna do the giveaway too.
Yeah, do the giveaway for sure.
Jason just got on. Jason said, stoked to get the colors you mixed up today. What up, brother?
Yeah, buddy. There we go right there, man. Another Birmingham in the house. We got 3 Birminghams on right now. Yep. We got Jason. We got Curtis. And what's the other one more time from Birmingham? Who was our other Birmingham?
You got Jason, Curtis, and then Matt Hall.
Yeah, Matt Hall. There we go, yeah.
All right, let's see who our winner.
Yeah, let's see who the winner is. You work on this front end. Let me tell you, this is another thing. If you get stumped somewhere, don't stay there. Move somewhere else. And it happens to everybody. Where it's like, man, you just can't get it. You'll do something and start getting frustrated. Move to another area.
Congratulations!
Who won? I didn't get to see it. Ted? Yeah, Ted Cavalier. Okay. Congratulations. And this guy too's lucky. He's the one who won at the pattern class, huh? Him and his wife won the trip to the trains.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man.
There you go. How was that?
Yeah, congratulations.
Give me my phone.
Let me tell you, man, Ted that won on here, he's from where Rudy's from, Las Lunas. You know, it's about 35, 40 minutes away from here. Well, I mean, from here, it's like what?
45 minutes.
Well, Rudy said 45 minutes. So, and he won. He took the class. His wife paid for him to take the class 3 years ago for their anniversary. And then this year, we did a giveaway. One of Deja's friends, Delaney, man, she works for the, what is it? It's like the Silverton, the trains. Quite a few, and she's able to get two passes for that for giveaways, and he won that, so he's taking his wife. And I don't know if have you even went yet, Ted? Have you guys went yet, or is it upcoming date still? This one, I think I'm going to swing this one.
Eric Garza said, looking good, Rob.
Thank you.
Anthony Martinez, I gotta hit you up from some material, brother.
For sure, for sure. Is that my Chima Martinez?
Anthony Martinez.
Yeah, from.
I don't know. Adrian said, "This is the fun part of painting for me." Ted said, "Upcoming, we are going in June."
Nice. I know me and Daisy are gonna go. Thinking next weekend, the weekend after.
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Ted, which train are you guys going on? Yes, Anthony said, "Yes, sir." Chima.
Yep.
Junior said, "What are we working on? A bike part?
Yep.
Motorcycle?"
Motorcycle, it's a Yamaha.
Yamaha.
Just kidding, it's a Yamaha. It's a Yamaha 250. That's funny.
Looks like you know what you're doing with those tape.
Oh yeah. One of these days I'll figure it out.
Mark said, "I need to get with you this weekend for some tape. Plus, I got some Cadillacs for you."
For sure. I might be doing, Mark, I'm probably going to be flaking a lot of stuff Saturday. So I'll probably be here. Going to be flaking like 30 skateboards.
It's a party.
Yeah, we got a bunch of brand new skateboards in, the 8.5s, the big ones. And let me tell you, those are not cheap. Price has changed on a lot of stuff, man. Be basing and flaking those, some more boards, some more crosses. So I know some of the stuff we're out of stock. You know, a lot of the stuff you can get, the pre-flake boards on the website.
John said, "It's weird to see you doing motorcycles, Rob."
Oh, it's crazy. I've done a lot. I just don't like doing them. Like I say, it's like all the round shape. I'd rather do the side of a diesel than do a motorcycle.
That's dangerous after you, not me.
I had to move my foot. My foot was.
Did you fart? Barking spider?
No, my foot was in the video.
Oh, was it?
Yes.
Holy
Jason
Lord.
is really flashing his legs down there.
Yeah.
Here's my legs. It's a move on.
That's funny, man.
That
It's
is
too bad you
so
can't
funny.
set this thing up, man.
It's
So you
okay.
can, you know what I mean? So you don't gotta hold it. Okay.
Ted said it's the Cascade. I know she just got back in town from her honeymoon, I think like 2 days ago, Ted. So I'll definitely reach out to her, but they're going to the Cascade train.
Nice.
I know. She said you'd rather paint a plane than do a motorcycle.
Yeah, I'd rather paint a plane than do a motorcycle.
Look at Marcos over calling me out. This is crazy. Marcos is crazy. He doesn't get a shirt. We're taking Marcos' shirt back.
We're taking his shirt back.
He's wild.
Okay.
Jason said, "Brother Rob just never stops. What color is it going to be?" And somebody who's asking.
So this one we're gonna do something different. We're gonna do the whole bike fading from gold. So this fender will be gold with multicolor with the silvers with different shades of golds. Then it'll go gold back to the middle of the tank, and then it'll go tangerine orange. And I'm not sure those are the colors we're doing yet, but I'm giving an example. It'll go tangerine orange back to half of the bags, and then it will go from the orange to apple red. Like I say, for you guys to be able to see them, trying to move them around into some viewable, so I can still actually tape on them.
Hey, Juicy J in the house. That's funny.
Juicy J?
Yeah. How on earth do you manage to visualize this stuff in your head?
Woo. You don't want to get inside my head, man. This is crazy. I don't even want to be in my head. Let me tell you. Give me an escape route. Yeah, we don't even know what we're giving away.
I know, that's what I'm telling Rudy. He's
Yeah.
write it down.
So,
We haven't made a decision yet, so you gotta write it down.
so my brother Ted, I guess we'll do, yeah, we can do, I'm trying to think, man, a t-shirt and a couple rolls of tape. And honestly, man, Ted, you'll have to swing by, brother, and you can pick out a few things, brother. See what I have, too.
Princess said, nice, love your flake wrap. I got 2 bags ordered to San Antonio.
Nice. We appreciate it.
Lauren asked, do you need any help on Saturday?
Man, definitely, if you did want to come down and help, Lauren, for sure. What did he say? Rudy, bring tacos? Oh my gosh, this guy Rudy. No, if you did want to come, Lauren, that would be a blessing. Probably be starting about, I would say maybe 9:30. Even if you were able to make it here by like 10. I know that's like a, 2-hour drive for sure.
Ted said, I will come by this weekend.
All right, are you coming to help too? The flake party. Bring your flake clothes. Okay.
You the 2.5 flake?
Huh? No 2.5 flake. Nope. I don't think so, buddy. Got a new gun, did you? Cherry. Okay, so.
Princess said,
Hopefully you guys are able to kind of see what's going on here. I know it kind of can look like a bunch of nonsense.
somebody else is asking, why do you heat the tape up?
To get it to lock down, to get it to stick, to where you're not getting none of that peeling up. I see people doing this, and I mean, everybody's got their own thing. I don't want to knock anybody, but you'll see people putting thousands of pieces of tape on these turns all over the place. They'll be doing this in 50,000 places. Literally this, you'll see this all over like this to hold it down, because, it peels back up, it comes up with the vinyl. Man, why even do that? Just break out the heat gun, hit it real quick, a quick second, and boom. Like I say, you got to think, man, all of this, all of these sharp points, these turns, all of this has been locked down for 2 weeks. Like I say, I've had tape on there for years. And, if you heat gun it, it will lock down and it will stay down good with no issues. Just a simple little trick, because a lot of people don't like the vinyl because it does peel up. You got to think summer, man, you have issues because it's so hot. In the winter, you have issues because it's cold. It doesn't want to stick. Man, just heat gun real quick. Like I say, we just barely go over it real quick.
Thank you.
And it locks.
Every day.
Yeah, and it locks it down really good. So now we're going to try to figure out what I'm going to do with this. I'm having issues where this is going. So need to try to figure this out, because I want to keep more of this kind of a flow going. And I like these hooks. I always loved the little hooks. and but I don't just want to run off the edge on a lot of this either. So like I say, this is just not an easy thing. And you know, for you guys that are coming on that haven't watched, you know, I kind of did a quick sketch of what I'm doing, you know, 2 weeks ago. This is just a rough sketch, and you got to think this has got to get wrapped kind of around. And you know, it's just, you know, a sketch of patterns going through, and you always want it to flow really good. So, and when you're taping it, it's a whole different animal. And like I say, you know, what I'm trying to figure out here, you know, I don't want it to look crazy. So I need to figure out where this is going to go. I mean, I'm kind of happy with it just running up the edge. It'll look cool too, but that's not what I'm intending on this one. That's like kind of a usual thing. So I need to figure out something else to go, what this can do. Which I could run this one, and I could run it straight all the way down and figure out what else I can do with it. So like I say, it's one of those things too, man. You always want to get it, kind of look at it, do the finger tapping too.
Vincent said, since we're here from old school, give us one of them old school jams, Diamond in the Rough, so we can listen to while watching you tape.
Yeah, there you go. Let's do some Electric Kingdom. Boom, boom, boom. Some what people do for money. What people do. Don't. Yeah.
Somebody said, I have a question for you.
Yes, what is it? What is the question?
Lauren said, I will be here at 10.
All right. Definitely appreciate it.
Dave said, good night. I think I said that somebody's foot too much.
Good night, Dave. Definitely appreciate you, brother.
Good night, Dave.
Hope all is well, man. We'll definitely have to catch up too, brother. That's the Michigan family right there. Definitely appreciate it, Lauren.
So when you're shooting flake, do you use clear or inner?
So there is 3 different ways to do it. My way, I usually shoot it with finishing clear, 2-to-1 high solids. Base it, and then 2-to-1 clear. I'll usually put 2 to 3 different sizes of flake at the same time. I'll flake it till I'm happy with how it looks. Usually it's 2 to 3 coats of flake. Then I'll come back. I'll let it sit for a minute. I'll tack it down when it's very tacky, but not too sticky. I'll pat all the flake down while I'm going over it with the blower. And then I'll shoot 3 to 4 coats of finishing clear over it. Some other people, they'll shoot with inner coat clear, and then they'll shoot with finishing clear over it. And then you got the third way, of course, is shooting with the dry flake gun. So it's just really your preference. But like I say, I've done it all these years with finishing clear, and it's just the way I do it. So now I'm going to come back. I'm going to put this here. Like I said, I didn't like the way that was looking. And if you don't like something, change it, because I've been one of that type of person. I'll try to make it work. Man, the next thing you know, you've wasted like 3 hours trying to make something work. So this one we probably aren't. I am going to swing it around this whole shape all the way down. Let me see how that looks. Like I say, that's let me see. We got Sleepy McHelperton in the house. He's just sleeping because he's happy his bike's getting work done. He can finally relax. We'll see how that goes. And I'm going to run this one here. And this one, I might just take this one out too.
Good. Is that for Rudy? Rudy's bike?
Yep. This is for Rudy's bike.
Only waited like a month.
Only waited a month. 3 weeks. Okay, so now.
Jerry just hopped on. He said, "What?"
Hey,
is that?
happy birthday, brother!
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday to you!
Cha cha cha!
Happy birthday to you!
Cha cha cha!
Happy birthday to Jerry! Happy birthday to you!
And many more on Channel 4.
We love you, my brother Jerry. Happy birthday!
Love you.
We don't know if it's today or tomorrow. I know I seen Fong posted it. Happy birthday, my brother.
He's gonna be like, it's not on my birthday.
That's
He's
funny.
gonna be like, it's next month. Everyone just got my bad singing.
Brother Jerry. If no, all you guys that ain't from Albuquerque, let me tell you, my brother Jerry, he is a shining light here in this city in Albuquerque. He tries to show everybody love, always shares posts, always shows up to events, always is an encourager. So, you know, that's much needed nowadays, let me tell you. So we appreciate you, Jerry. We pray that the Lord gives you many more years to shine that light. And he's got the Wolfman Jack voice. I'm going to tear that up there for right now. And we'll come back over here. Okay, so I'm going to do a little cutting here. Cutting here, and you see I'm pretty shaky. If I can do it, you can do it. Then I'm going to come in here. I'm going to cut there. I'm going to turn this here. Do that there. This I'm going to wait here to cut this. Well, I'll cut it this right here now. In fact, let me heat this one up. Okay. This one here, I'm going to literally cut that right there for a second. And let's see here. Let's see. Put that there, this one. Okay. I appreciate that, my brother Michael. Really do, brother. You all trying to get a record deal, my brother Michael Legs. That's funny. I don't know about that, man.
Absolutely not.
Does anybody know what was Adam doing tonight? Line. I know last week he was doing the spray cans. We're hoping to be getting one of those machines here too pretty soon. Can change any color into a spray can, especially for those that don't have compressors and don't. Painting a hood with, okay, with the spray, yeah, with the spray cans. Got you. Okay. This is, you know, it's kind of hard too doing these to kind of perform on the spot. You want to do the best job you can too. We'll be back to again next Thursday. Going to be going live every Thursday again. What I'm doing right now, you guys see I'm not taping. I'm really trying to figure out my next move. Is what I'm trying to do. So it's a lot of staring, looking at it. What's your next move? If you don't like things, like there's certain things I don't like, I'm going to probably change. But for the most part, I'm real happy with this. I'm real happy with all of this. I'm still not too, if this is what I'm going to do here, where this is going to go. So you got to think, I'm going to still be doing more of this over here. It's just how are we going to bring it up to there? There's some areas I'm not happy with. Some of this swinging in here, this just looks too repetitive. Like I don't know, and I don't want to use that word, but it's not, the flow is not, so not repetitive, but the flow is just not looking like this here. And most of the time, like I say, this is where your pride and your work really comes in. I could sit here and just leave all of this, tape it, and everybody would like it. Personally, if I don't like it, that's the most important thing. You know, you got to really like what you're doing. And like I say, it's certain areas. And I mean, to most people, what I'm showing you guys would say, man, that looks cool. But to the person that's doing it, man, it's just not working. You know what I mean? Like, I like this, but I don't like how this is coming out. It just doesn't look right here. So, like I say, these are things, you know, that an artist battles with. And like I say, I'm real happy with all of this. And I'm happy with most of this. Now it's a matter of trying to do what we're doing here to continue to flow, going along the rest of it. And, you know, some of those days you just don't get a good flow going, and then some days you do. I got to say, tonight's one of those ones, you know, just things aren't flowing. And once we get this fender taped, then I'm going to have a good idea of what we're doing on the rest of the pieces. So it's going to make it easier. So really this piece is kind of like the, where you're trying to really figure out what you're doing. And it's the one that takes the most time, just because it's like, man, you're like trying to mash a bunch of different things in. So like I say, I think we're going to pretty much, Adam is pulling tape right now. Wow. So he's still going then too, huh? I know usually he's done right now. But I think I'm going to end up stopping right here for tonight. We'll pick it back up next Thursday. I'm going to try to do a little bit more figuring during the week to where I'm exactly doing that way. But, you know, part of this, you know, let me tell you, like what I'm talking to you guys about. A lot of this process is really looking at it, really trying to get those right turns. And is there right turns? Is there wrong turns? Yes, in my mind there is. In each artist, what they're trying to create, there's things that just ain't fitting with certain things. And most people look at it and just be, man, it, you know, it looks fine, Rob, but you know, it's one of those things until I'm happy. And man, it is going to be nice. So I got to say, I always love this swooping through, like this is swooping through. This will still end up with something in here, you know, still having probably my 3 1/8-inch cutting through here, swinging really nice through here. It's just a matter of making them to where I'm happy where they're going to swing through. So like I say, definitely appreciate you guys tuning in tonight. What's happening, my brother Dio in the house. But definitely, I'm going to be ending it. We're going to end in some prayer. I appreciate you guys. Tune in next Thursday. Hope we get a little bit better of a flow going. And then don't forget, support the website. We appreciate you guys supporting us. Like and subscribe. You know, if you guys are on TikTok, please hit the subscribe button or the like button. We appreciate you guys tuning in. We're going to be doing live way more on TikTok every Thursday for sure. And we'll be trying to do some other things too. You know, I really want to be doing, trying to go back and find some of my first customers, pull out some of the centerfolds from Lowrider, do some small interviews with those people, and just break down a little bit of where our minds were back then. Let's say back in 90, you know, in the mid 90s, you know, what we were trying to achieve, break down, you know, what was happening in the owners of the car's life at that time, my life at that time. It's going to be interesting. So definitely look forward to that. We appreciate you guys. Thank you for all the love and support. We cannot thank you guys enough. So I'm going to go out with some prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, we come before you, Lord. First and foremost, we just thank you for waking us up today, Lord. We forgive us in those areas where we try to handle things on our own, Lord, where pride comes in and we think we can do it on our own, Lord. I want to lift up all those right now that's on the live that they might be going through it. They might be going through trials, through whether it be financial, relationship issues, addiction issues, whatever it is, Lord, struggling. I just pray that they would lean to you, Lord, and they would not lean on their own understanding, but lean to you, Lord. You've called us not to carry these heavy burdens, Lord, to set them at the foot of the cross. So I just lift up everybody. We pray for healing. We pray for just surrender for all of us, Lord. We all fall short every single day, Lord. And for those that don't know you, Lord, I pray that you would touch them, that you would call them home, and that you would just be a blessing in people's lives, Lord. And so we just pray, Holy Spirit, do a movement in each and every one of us, Lord. We pray for just guidance. We pray for conviction in those areas that we might be doing things that we shouldn't be doing. We know you do it in the most loving way, Lord. You are not the condemner. You're not the author of confusion. So we just thank you, Lord. We give you praise. I pray blessings over each and every person that's on this live tonight, Lord. And we just thank you. Help us all to be a light. In Jesus Christ's name, amen. Amen. Love you guys. God bless. Hey, my brother Radar, what is happening? Brother Rob in the house too. You guys have a good night. Love you guys. We appreciate it. Martine, Linda, Definitely blessings. My brother Chuck, Florida in the house. It's 12 o'clock out there. Get some rest, my brother. Martin Maldonado, what is happening? Appreciate you guys and God bless. And you can wear up on me, man.